Am I not live? Yeah, okay, good, I'm live. Alright, looks like there's kind of a delay. That I don't want to have. So... mining tool. Life support. Alright, where the fuck's my ship at? This is gonna be the first thing I want to show him anyway, so... Oh, hey, that's fucking nice. Just need fucking more iron, iridium, and gold. What's a combat amplifier? I'm gonna fucking use that for combat. There's no need. So... Be right back, guys. Be right back. Be right back. There's people here. I'm trying to let this load in. I don't like that there's a 30-second delay. That's kind of crappy, but, you know, I think I did that with my YouTube settings. Where's my lighter at? How am I always missing lighters? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna load up my laptop so I can actually watch the chat live as opposed from my second stream, because I'm noticing a delay from that. I can't promise it'll always be there though. Okay. Gonna do some things until dude gets here that I'm waiting on. Yeah. So my stream isn't showing me as live because my laptop sucks, but I am live. So I just fucking paused it. Go back to live. Yeah, there's a delay, so toxic protection stabilizing. I'll get started with this tutorial momentarily. I'm waiting for someone specific, so if there's anyone else here, I apologize for the back and forth right now. Fucking life support. Carbon, such a renewable resource.
Virgin here.
Alright, so I'm actually seeing you on my phone and not my laptop, so that's fine. It's actually reading comments out to me out loud, so you'll probably hear it. There it is. I see it in chat now as well on YouTube. So check it out, right? First off, right here. You'll have to forgive the 30-second delay, but you just saw my toxic protection was stabilizing. Anytime you go into a cave or an enclosure, your life support, if it's needed, will re-stabilize, like your exosuit. You also have life support, which is also constantly draining. I've never let that get all the way down low, so I don't know how that is going to really affect me. I'm sure just like everything else, it'll take away from shields. You see, I already have my inventory filled up, and I have a lot more inventory slots than you do. In fact, they're pretty expensive, including my units, 1,079,264. So I've found some pretty cool things to do with this, right? So first things first, I walk outside, I'm on a toxic planet, right? And instantly, you can see it there going down in the corner with the green right there. And then below that is life support. You'll always get alerts that levels are falling. The little red backpack in the corner means that my inventory is full. So what I'm going to do, well, I have no inventory in my starship. So we're gonna get rid of the iridium because I don't care about iridium. And I'm gonna transfer my emerald over to my ship. These neutrino modules I'm gonna probably be selling off. I do need them for a recipe, but there's gonna be main resources that you're really looking forward to early on that you really fucking need, right? One of which is gonna be carbon. Now with your scanner, once you have that fixed, you load it up and you can scan just about anything. And here's kind of an exotic mineral I want to get real fast. Let me show you this trick with the laser, right? So it'll always overheat if you fire it too long, right? So for example, up in the upper right hand corner you see it building up, and then, oh look, I've overheated. Well, when it starts doing that, if you let go of the trigger for a second and then press it again, it'll instantly go back to 0 and you'll have the whole thing. So I should be able to do it with this quite a bit. You see it's overheating, I let go, I load up again, and there we go. This way you don't have to deal with overheating. You can just well, sometimes I mess it up, but you can more or less continuously mine, is what it is. Now that's an exotic, so I don't get that much for it. But what I was going to start with is carbon. Carbon is a huge thing that you're gonna need. The main reasons why you're gonna need carbon is gonna be for your life support right
Weapons
here.
Weapons is a crafted thing.
No, you get your multi-tool from the start. You can craft certain things onto it. For example, I have a combat amplifier on my laser, which is useless. I should get in there toxic protection at 75%. It'll tell you that. But so this combat amplifier for the laser, I don't like it because it's hard enough to keep it on your target to begin with. I don't know why I have it. I never use it. Sometimes I do, but very rarely. It's much better to use the bolt caster, which is your energy projectile. You just switch over to that. If you're playing on the PS4, it's the triangle button. I don't know what it is on the laptop, but they do seek out their targets. You don't have to be spot on, and that's good for this game because it's not exactly a shooter. But anyway, also going back to carbon, your mining tool is also going to use isotopes, which are the red ones, like these red with the white lightning bolt. That's going to be isotope elements. Your mining beam is going to take all types of those. I'm going to tell you right now, carbon is your best bet for that, because plutonium, which you can use as well, which I've already recharged it. Also for your plasma launcher, once you get that, you'll want to use carbon. Great. The reason why I say don't use plutonium is because your Starship launch thruster only takes plutonium. Now, the great thing about that is you can find plutonium and carbon both just about anywhere. For example, any tree you find, like this for example, is going to be carbon. I start taking it down, and I have some upgrades, so I won't. And I get 100 carbon off of that. We're going to go into this cave since my toxicity level is rising. Now, once I go into this cave, it's going to eventually stabilize. And it's going to go back up. I don't need to recharge it at this point. It'll do it on its own. If I was out and wasn't near a cave, two things you can do. You can go in and you can use zinc or titanium or a shielding charge. I'm going to tell you right now, don't fucking bother, because you need zinc for everything and titanium's rare. You got to kill sentry bots for that, and you need it for other recipes that honestly I haven't used it for yet. But nice little trick that I'm going to show you now is once you get your grenade, more or less grenade launcher is what I call it, right? Once you get your grenade launcher, oh, and here's a cool little alien guy. But once you get your grenade launcher, right? So check it out. I'm constantly losing exosuit right now because, you know, it's not protecting me. It's protecting me from the toxicity, but not that well. It's going down fast. So I'm gonna make sure I have charge on my grenade launcher, plasma launcher. Shoot! We're just gonna make our own little cave here, and boom! I'm already protected from the elements. You don't need to go to a cave. So if you're running real low and don't happen to have zinc or titanium to fix your exosuit, make your own goddamn little cave. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you're good to go. Outside of that, if you want to make money fast, find a cave. This is also, once you get your ship up and running, and I'll get back to the ship in a second. Remind me about that later, about Thamium 9 or whatever it is that you have to get for it, to be able to repair it. But with caves, right, caves are going to be huge for you, because once you find them, iron's everywhere, but once you find them, there's all these crystals in here, right? Well, guess what? It's all fucking plutonium isotope, which is what you need to be able to take off and land your ship. My ship is about 4 minutes away, so we'll get to that later, right? So you come here, you mine up the plutonium, and bam, instant 100 off of a big vein. You can even get these small little tiny veins here, and that'll get you about 8 plutonium. No, I don't want those things noticing me. I don't want to fight with drones right now. But the other thing that you want to look for, this is how you really make money real fucking fast. This is how I got my first million. All of this right here, you see it's got the gray symbol with the chest on it. Whenever you're in a cave and see that, go to those. Those are going to be what I call your precious metals. This one is emerald. It's the one that you're really looking for. It sells for the most. You're going to want to take all the emerald you can find. There are veins of it out, not in caves, but you get like only 2 from like taking down. If I can find one, I'll show you. But you get only 2 from it, and it's not worth sitting there like the hour it's going to take you to mine the whole thing. Now, how you're going to find this is you're going to use your suit scanner. For me, it's the L3 button. And you see how everything lights up, how those just lit up with the isotope symbol. Whenever you're in a cave, you can rest assured it's going to be more likely plutonium. I do tend to get lost in caves. Thankfully, I have a grenade launcher, so I can get myself out if need be. To get the emerald, just go through caves, constantly, doing your scanner, like so. And then you'll see stuff like the plutonium out there pop up. Whenever you see the little gray box, then you go towards that and you mine whatever that is. Yes, yes. I've definitely already made that joke, but you are right. So normally they're around, the emerald's normally around a lot of plutonium. So like, I kind of mined this place out earlier, so there's probably not going to be a lot here. I don't know respawn rates, if there are any. I'm sure there are, but because other people are going to end up coming to this planet possibly. But I mean, you'll just want to run through till you see that gray chest at the bottom. And since I don't want to get lost in a mine right now, since I'm doing kind of a tutorial, I'm going to see right there how there's, well, that's a shelter, but since I want to get on with the tutorial as opposed to show you how to mine for emerald very specifically, we will bounce out of here. And then I'll show you some ship stuff too as well. I'm already lost in this cave. I didn't pay any attention to the way I went. This is how I got, like, this whole cave is how I got 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from my goddamn ship in the first place. Anything that you want to scan on the ceiling, good luck. It's not going to happen. Ceiling stuff will not scan. If you're ever trying to scan something like this to get credits for it, units, you're like, oh, it's not scanning. Why isn't it scanning? Just shoot a laser at it, and if it goes through it, it's not something you can scan. Oh, and here's some emerald right here. Never let emerald go to waste when you find it. That's the one biggest point I can make, is never let emerald go to waste. I've discovered this iron, I don't care. I need to get to my ship because I do want to offload some inventory, but so that way I can kind of show you crafting, right? Because I really want to walk you through the process of getting a warp core up and running first, because that's a huge fucking thing in this game. Each warp cell charge nets you only 20% fuel for whenever you put one in. So if you want to get 100%, 20, 40, 60, 81, you need like 5 warp cores created, which are a pain in the ass. Now, you see me scanning again. This little yellow symbol right here, when you're out in the field, usually points to zinc. And as you can see, it's zinc. Zinc is an oxide. You can never have enough of this stuff. But at the same time, you only have so much inventory. Holy hell, giant Cthulhu monster. Oh, I've already discovered him. Heridium is also another one. Those are the blue veins that you'll find. Those are actually good. They're out in the actual world, and those you do want to mine. But I mean, you'll get it figured out, like when to mine for things, when to not have things in your inventory, stuff like that. I haven't got into a whole lot of very specific crafting, but hello and welcome to the stream, whoever else just showed up. We are currently doing a small tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask and I will answer them. Currently we are going to the starship. I need to offload a couple of things. Because I have a full inventory, and I want to talk about crafting warp cells, which is very early on, like in my opinion, one of the most important things you can kind of grind out. But I am going to stop to get this exotic material because it's exotic and it's going to sell for a lot of money. Anything you see blue when you scan is generally going to be platinum. Exotic veins are everywhere. I personally don't have a whole lot of use for platinum right now, so I'm not really gathering up platinum. Any exotics you see like this, don't let them go to waste. I was just going over emerald. Don't ever let that go to waste. But very specifically, like if you see the emerald out in the field like I am now, don't bother with it. Go to a cave and find it there. Go to a different planet. Just it takes so long to mine and yields so few results that you'll be there all fucking day for a full vein. I did that earlier today. It was how I made my first million in the game. Currently we are... Oxide. Right there. Oxide. Always interact with those out there when it's zinc. Starship 216. I don't want to find something that's going to let me call it 2, because there's no telling how long that's going to take. It will be much quicker to just do this. You have no traditional jump, it's just always your jetpack. Be mindful, if you fall from too high a height, my god, this shit's everywhere. You will lose shield. This is going to be the last marine vein I get right now. I will come back to this planet. Like I said, I want to offload and talk about warp coil creation. I'll actually go ahead and create some and show you the process. It's a really annoying process. Fuck. Something hit me, I don't know what it was. Fuck is my ship at? Alright, levels are falling, so why again you always need carbon? Life support? Not the exosuit. There's better ways to do that than titanium. But since I have titanium and never used it, I'll probably just... Do I have titanium? Let's get rid of that. I think I'm saving that for something, though. So, this is a gold vein. You're better off finding this in caves if you can, but you'll usually find emerald, so gold's probably better to be farmed out here. Here's why I tell you not to farm emerald if you find it out like this gold is here. You farm it, well, inventory full. You only get 2 minerals out of that whole thing, and you see how much goes away on that. And that's going to take forever to farm. If you use your scanner, it'll show you just how deep that vein is. This is a fucking deep vein. Holy fuck. This emerald, or this heridium right here is also something that you'll need. This, you'll always find it like this. Definitely mine it when you need it. It's really easy to find, especially when you're in the air. Because, I mean, it's just like a giant black obelisk. It's really easy to find. Yeah, analyze that Cthulhu tree. My shit. Jesus Christ, this rare materials everywhere here. Lucky I'm concentrating on doing a tutorial. Holy moly. This is the new ship that I've purchased. I've run into some other ships that were better than this one, but they were abandoned, and I would have had to have taken the whole fucking day just to repair all the systems. I'd rather just buy a new one. I don't care about exosuit because this is gonna fix it all up. So, when you take off, you see launch thrusters go down about 25%. That's usually how far they go down. This is why you need plutonium. Launch thrusters. Plutonium. Thamium-9 is always going to be found in a red plant down here. I didn't run into any on my way out here, so I will show you that as soon as I offload. Because as far as I know, there aren't warehouses in this game where you can just store stuff. It's just your exosuit and your ship. So if I'm going to be doing this tutorial, and if I'm going to do it right, then I need to go offload shit. Asteroids also, when you're in the air, the small ones will always give you Thamium-9. Big ones like this are always something different. That one's iron. I don't like that one. You can find emerald asteroids, but again, I'd rather farm them from a cave. We're gonna go to the space station that was 53 minutes away and is... Holy shit. What the fuck just happened? Oh, it's about an hour away. Now it's, 4 minutes away, but guess what? Now it's 10 seconds away. So the space travel is actually really cool. As you can see, it transitions really fucking nicely. And usually when you get to a place, like, sometimes it can and will autopilot itself. Sometimes it won't. I'm not going fast enough in here. So in these space stations, there's always going to be a place to trade your goods. There's also going to always be an alien that you can talk to. Here's also where you will purchase other spaceships from other aliens that you meet. Oh, that's right, I'm in Vy'keen territory. I don't want to talk to you. I want to sell shit. So, here's why I tell you to stockpile emerald. I'm going to sell items from inventory. I put it on the Starship inventory. I have 918 units that are selling for 243,000 units. Yeah, emerald's going to be your moneymaker. Emerald is your moneymaker. Look at this, 300 for 79,000 units? Yeah, emerald is your moneymaker, nothing else. We'll go and sell off carving, so that's easy enough to find. I don't have a use for this yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. I do not know what this star is about. I have no fucking idea what it's about. I think it's just that it's a good sell here, but zinc, always fucking need zinc. So I'm not going to sell that. I'm not going to sell the Heridium. I'll sell the fucking Titanium. Plutonium is generally an easy find, but I'll sell the neutrino modules. I can get those whenever I need. It's no big deal. You just kill sentinels for that. Iron.
My cat has angry ears on.
Ha! That's awesome. Send me a picture of it, dude, over Facebook. On Messenger. I want to see your cat with angry ears. And Thamium-9 I can find in space, but whatever, I'll keep it. So, warping specifically. One of your first tasks after you get your ship off the ground, right, and you get to space, one of your first tasks is to build a warp drive. You'll get these journey milestones fucking everywhere you go, and they're annoying as fuck.
What? You can mine in space?
Yes, you can mine in space. You have a laser and a cannon that'll both net you the same thing. And there's a giant spider in my room, so hold up. It's like nesting, and I have to vacuum it, so give me a second. Oh man, I gotta take this attachment off. It's gonna fly right the fuck at me. Alright. Yes, into the vacuum you go. This fucking house, man. Invested in fucking bugs. Alright, so now that disaster's been averted and I've knocked all the stuff off my TV stand, getting back to hyperdrives. Since you have to make a warp drive, you have to buy your first component for it, right? And then once you have that, Every other ship generally has one on there. So we're going to buy items from the Galactic Trade Network. You need to buy a dynamic resonator. These things right here. And they are not cheap when you're starting out. 65,808 units. Not cheap. Not when you're starting out. After you get that and create your warp drive, I forget the other components for that because I've already created my warp drive. But after that, you'll need fuel for it. And this is the big thing, right? So initially, you have to buy this suspension fluid. And there's generally only 4 at any given market, right? And that's not even a guarantee. It's not always going to be 4. It could be 2, 1, 3, maybe 5, maybe 10. I like to... At first I was stockpiling these. And then eventually I met an alien who taught me how to make this stuff. And let me tell you, my life has never been better. Until then, until you run into an alien that teaches you how to make suspension fluid.
Should I keep this bypass chip?
The bypass chips are... I will hold on to that thought, and I'll go over that. Let me finish this current thought, and I will go over the bypass chips. So, until you find the alien that teaches you how to make suspension fluid, man, have fun making this stuff because it's annoying as shit, right? So I've learned how to make suspension fluid, and now that I've offloaded, in fact, I'm just gonna offload all of my crap. Suspension fluid's so important. Sell items. I want to have like a stock free inventory right now. Exosuit, I don't want the iron. I am keeping the electron vapor. I'm keeping the zinc. Plutonium's got to go. I can find that anywhere. Okay, that's good. So, another reason why carbon's important. Once you learn how to make that suspension fluid... Oh, hey, here's another ship. Looks like a mosquito. Once you learn how to make that suspension fluid, you come over here and you go to crafting. Suspension fluid. It only requires 50 carbon to make, right? That's the important thing. And let's go get us some carbon. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna fucking make one of these. And I'm gonna show you the fucking giant process that this is. Also, it will stop your... That's not warp, by the way. That's just your boosters that take Thamium 9. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna get us some carbon. We're gonna make us a warp cell. Need to find an area that's gonna have trees. Should be any of this. Go away, wish. Okay. Anytime you get out of your ship, too, it gives you a restore point. So I need 50 carbon to make me this suspension fluid, right? Well, I'm about to get 100 right here. About to get 100 right here. $100 carbon, so I can now make 2 suspension fluids. So 50 carbon gets you 1 suspension fluid. After suspension fluid, and because your goal is to get, and it'll tell you you can also pin formulas. I don't know what that does for you though, aside from like, if I want to pin the bypass chip as a formula, let's unpin that. The antimatter, like, I come in here, and there's normally like a red box around it. Like, if I pin that, module theta, it puts a red box around it, so I can just go to it. It doesn't really, outside of that, it doesn't track it. But, so the goal here for me is to get to antimatter, right? So, we have our 2 suspension fluids. Well, I need antimatter. I can already make antimatter because I have 2 of these electron vapors already. But, you have to make electron vapor first. This requires suspension fluid and 100 plutonium. Thankfully, we're right next to some plutonium. It only got me 45. So we gotta go find some more plutonium. There's some right there. Oh, thank God. We're around a lot of this, actually.
Black is inside RE. I type something and like 5 minutes later you get assaulted with it.
Yeah, I know, there's a 30-second delay. I apologize. That's not you. That's the way my YouTube's set up for some reason. But don't worry, I still know about the data chip. I will get back to you on that. Trust me, it's not you. It's my YouTube, how it's set up. So anyway, now we have enough plutonium to create our electron vapor. We create our electron vapor, and I can only create one. I need more plutonium to create another one. Let's go do that, because I'm going to show you how to do this, so I might as well make all 4 of these. Have them for later. This, to me, is the most annoying part of this game, because, like, because, like, you can't just buy warp cells that I've seen. Like, this is your end goal, and I've not seen them on the market at all. Like, you can't just buy these. So you have to make them. I haven't seen electron vapor or antimatter either, so you have to go through the whole fucking process. Annoys the piss out of me. So, anyway, I can create another electron vapor, and that's what we're going to do. Now, I need to create plutonium. So I need to create antimatter. So I come in here, thankfully I have everything I need. As you can see, I needed zinc, iridium, and an electron vapor. This is why you never pass up zinc. You'll never have enough of it. We're going to create 1, 2, 3, and I had just enough zinc to be able to create all 4 antimatters. Now I'm going to show you how to fucking find zinc. Those right there are going to be zinc. Those yellow things are going to be zinc. I can guarantee it. You'll find that whenever you scan, and plants on the surface that are yellow are always zinc. Every single time. I don't care how they look, but it's always zinc. So that's how you find zinc. Now you need to find some iridium too, because that's part of the equation. Let's go back to our ship that requires plutonium to take off. Right there's some iridium. Right there. You cannot mine planet-based stuff from the air. There's some more iridium. Basically, right now I'm just showing you how to easily find this stuff. It's one giant black obelisk. There's more iridium. Here's some what appears to be gold and some more iridium. This is probably copper of some sort. Or aluminum. So, eventually you start to notice what things are going to be. If it's floating in the air like those last 2 objects were, like if it's just randomly floating in the air and you haven't created it, it's probably a mineable metal. I already lost sight of it, so here's 2 more veins of iridium. These 2 things floating in the air right here, that's a mineable material when you land. There's something beneath me that... oh, that's a tree. So that's how you create that. I want to land at this because I want to discover this while I'm here. Now, the only time it doesn't take plutonium to take off is when you land on a landing pad, very specifically. Also, these beacons right here now, this is a good segue into the data chip, which I'm going to go get some iron because I know it requires fucking iron, and that's fucking everywhere. I can just like shoot at something random and... oh, well, that's carbon. Ha! I can just shoot at something random and get iron. Yeah, no, I can't. Generally, though, you can shoot at something and get either carbon or iron. So we're going to make one of these bypass chips, which requires plutonium and iron. Thank God it's only 10 of each. You need these bypass chips to get into anything that has a blue circle around it when you go to it. Like that, where it's got the circle around the square and it's blue. And it says 1X bypass chip required. Now, I'm not going to waste it on this, because what this does is, back when I was searching for my ship and it was 4 minutes away, if I'd been right here, I could have used this and for just one bypass ship, it would have called my ship right to me. And they always look like this. There's no deviation from this beacon. They look like this on every planet you land on. So, anyway, now that we have our antimatter, since I haven't finished the equation yet, we just come down here and we make our warp cell. It requires 100 Thamium-9 and 1 antimatter. 3, 4. And there's my warp drive. 50%. Now I'm at 80%. Now I'm at 100%. And I have 2 left over. Your pulse engines are going to take Thamium-9 and only Thamium-9. Your photon cannons, I don't know what those take. And your phase beam will take any sort of isotope. Again, I suggest, at this point, you're already in the air doing stuff, use whatever the hell you want to use for it. Be it carbon, plutonium, Thamium-9, you can get that from fucking asteroids, no big deal. That's the basic gist of crafting in this game. To upgrade your suit, you see I have 23 slots on my exosuit. I need to find... While I'm here, let me discover this place. And search it real fast. So, while you're... So, there's actually kind of a segue too. You see how I scanned and it showed that red isotope there? Whenever you see that, it's going to either... If you're not in a cave, you can almost guarantee it's going to be Thamium-9. Which is this right here. It's always in a plant. Always in a red plant. Sometimes it'll be plutonium when you're out, not in a cave, but a lot of times it will be Thamium-9. Or it's going to be one of these boxes, but if you're not near a place like this... And now you get to see combat, because I have to destroy this steel door, and that's going to call drones. So, let me switch over and reload. I'm going to destroy this with grenades. And I don't have to fight these guys, but I'm going to show you. So, check it out, right? I don't have to be right on, and it'll fucking auto-lock on to whatever I'm shooting at. I do need to upgrade the damage for this weapon, though, so... You always get titanium out of sentinels, and there's usually debris that falls. It gets you... Well, there you go. Bolt Class or Clip Sigma, but a lot of times it'll be a neutrino chip. If you don't kill off all the sentinels fast enough, which I'm probably not going to be able to, these might be glitched out like they were last time. Oh, I can't fucking shoot them when I'm in here. Doesn't let me use my gun in there. They deactivate, but if you don't kill them in time, it brings stronger and stronger robots after you. Let's see, this fucking device, so health at maximum. So, whenever you interact with these depots and stuff, a lot of times there's a puzzle to be solved. Down here, the words I know are in red, the words I don't know are in white. You have to learn languages word by word. Like, I just learned something in a language earlier today that was the word for ore. It's like, yeah, thanks, that helps. So, all I know is intruder, gas, high, and enemy. I feel like I'm just gonna guess. Usually, self-sacrifice is what gets the job done. So we're going to decrease gas concentration. I feel nauseous, nothing happens. So I guess I chose wrong. Maybe it's different race to race. I don't know. The Viking or a warrior race. But I fucked that up. And now, because I fucked that up, I can no longer access this terminal. You're screwed. It's one and done. There's usually always something to discover in rooms, though, like this exo tool upgrade. Multi-tech tool. Homing bolt adapter. Rounds trace and follow target movement. Well, it's been doing that. I don't know what the fucking aquasphere is. I haven't run into that yet. That should be fun, but Titanium and plutonium. Feel like they're going to be expensive, but you can kill the local. Oh, actually, get back here, you little shit. I want to feed you. So I just fed this dude some Heridium, and now he's my friend. He's got a smiley face. He's my buddy now. He likes me. You know what? He can like me all he wants, but guess what? We're gonna kill him. And when you kill things, you get elements out of them. I do want to try and find a drop pod, and that's going to be easiest if I can find something that's got a beacon. And I'm just going to have... Oh, and you know what? Right there's one. A nice red shaft of light. Exactly what I was looking for. Ask and ye shall receive. And this will segue more into the chips. The data chips that you were asking about. Because I didn't want to use it on that last thing, so it was just going to call my ship to me that was already there. So, you use these data chips on these beacons. Signal scanners requires one bypass chip if restore point would go away. You use it, you hold down your button, it opens up. You get to choose one of these. You want to choose more than one, you got to make more bypass chips. So let's do a transmission, because that could lead me to a drop pod. It'll search for transmission signals, and there's a transmission tower detected. It's a shelter. It's 27 minutes away. Thankfully, however, when you're in a ship, 27 minutes at minimum thrust becomes 3 minutes. At boost thrust, well, I won't even get to... At boost thrust, it's 46 seconds. Without thrust and full speed, it's 46 seconds. The booster doesn't really boost you that much faster. It's like another 10 units faster that you go. Your photon cannons have unlimited ammo, and your phase beam... It can overheat like your mining laser, and it has a charge. Both can be used for combat. I don't know which one's better. Outside of anything I've gone over so far, do you have any questions? So I feel like I've covered the tough stuff and a lot of the basics. This is not a drop pod, by the way. This is Kulchmore. On the very first planet I was on, basically, I left my ship and just started running. I noticed, like, it was very populated with waypoints. They're usually about, these question marks are usually about a minute to 2 minutes away. That's usually not that big of a deal on foot. So I suggest, honestly, just getting out there and exploring the fuck out of things. And, learning as you go, because that's all you can do. Here's another terminal. Sequence numbers. Okay, this is where I use the Google function. Before I do that, though, I feel like I missed a question. Like, my PlayStation app. Yeah, no, I didn't miss a question. So, Google function, the search engine function. Because I don't know how to do patterns. So, 92. Oh, it's right there. I've already done this one. 99, 92, 86, 81, 77. A lot of these patterns you'll find will repeat too. So a distress signal is usually good in the fact that it's a downed ship. They're usually pretty far away though. That's also not a drop pod, that next question mark. 6 minutes, no big deal. So I'll show you that. This is one way to upgrade the ship. You upgrade it for free, but time is money. And I don't like to spend my time when I could be doing other things. I don't want to fix somebody else's busted ass ship. What is this? Oh, that's a gold vein. Oh, and I have to... Already I have to... Oh, and I don't... Of course I don't have plutonium, at least I'm not out. The ship is ugly. No, it's not that ugly, I guess. Interact with the ship. So as you can see, everything on it is broken. It's got 16 slots. If I compare that with mine, I have 17 slots. So this ship's already worse off than the one I have. There's no real need for me to take it. I cannot salvage, nor can I put any of my stuff onto here. The only thing I can do is if I had some, say, Thamium-9 in here, I could transfer that to this ship. Outside of that, any phase beams, hyperdrives, pulse engines, cannon upgrades, those cannot be transferred over. Here's the problem with this. This hyperdrive is not functional. Guess what I need to do? I need to find a trade station that's going to have a dynamic resonator. That's going to be fun as fuck to find, since I can't just... and I'm also going to need Heridium. To fix his shield, I'm going to need a Carite sheet and Heridium. I've got to fix everything on here except for the launch thrust and initial deflector shield. Thamium-9, copper, carbon, iridium, copper, zinc. It's just not worth it to fix it. So we are not going to take this shitty ship. I'm not quite done with this planet, but I'm good shit. Next time I sit down, I need to have some fucking plutonium in my hold. Atmospheric influence, what? The faster you go, the harder it is to turn in space. More or less, the wider your turn becomes. Also, as you can see, you have inertia. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm at full boost right now, not where I hold L and R, but to get out of this, I just tap the brakes and there I go. Even still, you do have inertia, but let's go find the trade station. So that's where the ships are gonna be. Okay. Sometimes hostile ships will come after you. Generally, if you have like some good oh shit. No. I can't fight here. Lord only knows what's gonna break on me if my ship dies. So we're gonna go find someone, a pirate that's not like directly next to the fucking trade station. If I go towards another planet, I need to remember this planet though. In fact, I should rename it. That's what we're gonna do. After I upload some discoveries. What happened to the cleric system? Oh, I hid that. Somebody else discovered a system and it wasn't mine, so I'm like, I'm hiding you. I didn't want to see it. Also, you'll see here, oh yeah. Oh look, here's a fucking system that's been discovered. Wasn't discovered by me, apparently. I thought it was. But whatever. I hid the discovery. That's not by me. As you can see, it says discovered by Poplars 1. This was just discovered. Normally it's got a name next to it, but these records, whatever planet you're on, if you complete the animals, if there's animals on there, you'll get a certain amount of credits on there. Also, you can see I've been disconnected to the online services. So fun stuff. What was I in the middle of doing? Controls, options, nothing. So, I was renaming this planet. Rename and upload any time now. It's not letting me rename it. I wonder if that's because I lost connection to online services. I'll just have to remember this. So let's go find some ships that are nowhere near the trade station. I'm gonna pulse drive away. Your radar is center screen. It's not that great. I've definitely seen better radars. 2 hours, you're out of your damn mind. Yes. Hostile subspace scan.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Where are they? Right there. So it shows you where they're gonna come in. And it'll auto-lead your targets. Welcome to space combat. Ugh. You do have a reverse thrust, which is cool. They do usually leave... Oh, okay, well that was a cargo I picked up. That lemon, or that lemonium, or whatever it is, that shit goes for a lot too, if you can find that. Yeah, welcome to space combat. I'll show you the laser if I can find another ship. They don't all go down that easy, though. Let's be honest. Ugh, man, I know better than to... You can't really turn while pulse driving. There's stuff that's... Star systems just like... Ooh, a trading post. Just like you can planets. You can also, if you line up with it, it'll autopilot you to the facility. So... quality is not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. I guarantee you atmosphere is going to interfere with this, and it's going to take longer than 7 more seconds. It's just going to start angling towards it on its own. It's going to go into the atmosphere. And as long as I don't touch anything, it'll do its thing. I still have to manually land it, but terrain and a whole bunch of other stuff will do that. So, I mean, I don't know. This game sometimes... Oh! We're about to fuck some shit up. Show you the phase beam. Do I have anything important? I have some... Well, I can go to my grave if I die. No big deal. Son of a bitch! That just completely wrecked my day. Just completely wrecked my day for wanting to fight these guys. Okay, well I guess we're not fighting them. Anyway, that's basically the game. Do you have any other specific questions? Here's someone we can fuck up. Maybe not. No, they're with a goddamn fleet. What can I get away with? Try and pirate this guy. Wow, got a lot out of that. And then there's the galactic map I can show you too. If you press down on the D-pad, off to the galactic map you go. This is giving me a specific waypoint, but I've added that one. I don't know how to get rid of it. You can scan for discoveries. I never find anything. You have free exploration mode and path towards the galactic core, which just only lets you travel on the path to the galactic core, and it shows you the way, which is really cool. But this waypoint gets to the only real small story in this game that there really is, and it's whatever these Atlas passes are about. I haven't figured that out yet, so try and, I guess, make this more damaging.
Nothing's right now, though. I'm trashed.
I wish I could be trashed. I have no money. But yeah, that's basically the game. Welcome to No Man's Sky. I really want to make this. I need nickel and neutrino modules. I should pin that formula. What a good that does me. It's not like it adds it anywhere for me to look at. And of course I have no plutonium. Come on. Oh wait, am I actually out of ammo for my photon cannon? Is that a thing? No. Why is it telling me I need an oxide element for this? Yup. Looks like I can't even damage this thing, so... I guess I can overcharge the photon cannon. Look at that. This is a little bit disheartening. Can I not kill these big giant ships? Oh, what? Now it's attacking me? It's not hit me before? Better be careful or I'm gonna get fucked. Got no turrets on this side. Badass. That's who Johnny on the Spot is for learning how to pirate. Woo, time to go. Come back for that cargo later. Don't want to die. Get a recharge out of you, and now we go back for the loot if it's still there. My ship needs repairs too, like badly. Trying to find those elements I just blasted out of the sky though are gonna be hard as fuck to do. think I did that for nothing. Come on, this thing needs to have a longer range. Oh, look at that. I got me some nickel, son. Why can I not speed up? I should be able to go much faster than that.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Guess we're fighting.
Shields down. Critical damage taken.
Come on.
Increase loss of ship inventory. Hostile ships approaching.
There we go. Now I can go fucking faster. I don't know what was wrong. I'm a nuisance. Did I lose the Popo? Did I GTA the fuck out of him?
Signal detected.
Where's this?
Hostile ships approaching.
Last time I did this, I got myself killed.
Hostile ships approaching. Hostile ships defeated.
Well, that's, I mean, basically the tutorial stream. Like, I don't know what more I can do for it. So, we're gonna repair my deflectors with all this iron.
Technology recharge.
And boy, do I need better deflectors. Theta would be good. Zinc, platinum, and emerald. Oh, God. Such an expensive element to use. I'm gonna go to the trade station, and then I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the night, because I don't know if I want to continue to play this the rest of the night. I should. No, stop. Whatever, they're both trading posts. They're both in 2 hours' time. It's probably the same fucking place. So anyway, thanks for tuning into the tutorial stream. Until next time, have a great day. By the way, if you like the stream, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thumbs up!